Hi, Alexandra Morton here. I'm watching the salmon farming industry and wild salmon on a collision course again. I think it's important that everyone who cares about wild salmon is watching this too. In roughly 4 weeks, the young wild salmon will start leaving the rivers where they were born and begin their journey to sea. While 17 active salmon farms have been closed from Campbell River to Alert Bay, there are dozens more farms all along West Vancouver Island, off Port Hardy, and on the Central Coast that are still operating, still releasing heavy pathogen loads and sea lice. And these farms have just 25 days to get their sea lice under control by March 1st, according to DFO rules. And here's why I don't think they're going to make the deadline. Maui treated all their farms in Quatsino Sound for 7 weeks, from December 1 through January 22nd, and 2 of those farms have more lice now than before the treatment started. One of them has 5 times more lice. And Maui's brought in another boat to try hydrogen peroxide on them. In addition to their problems in Quatsino, Maui has farms already over the limit off Port Hardy, and they sent the boat that didn't work in Quatsino to try to deal with the lice in the farms on the Central Coast in Kitasu, Heihei territory. Meanwhile, Cermak, owned by Mitsubishi, is using jets of water and hydrogen peroxide in hopes of removing sea lice from their farms in Clayoquot Sound, and every time they do this, even if they briefly get their lice numbers down, they stress the farm fish and increase the potential spread of viruses and bacteria. Meanwhile, the Norwegian Grieg family has invested $51 million in 2 boats that they hope will work to kill the lice in their farms off Gold River and Tassis. However, they have not accomplished this in the past 2 years. The Chinook and chum have been heavily infected. As the days get longer, sea lice will start breeding more rapidly. The number of lice in these farms will keep climbing, and there will be young wild salmon along every one of these farms. These will be young salmon from the Fraser River, Vancouver Island, Clayoquot Sound, Gold River, Tassis, the mainland inlets, and the Central Coast. These companies have a serious lice problem everywhere they operate. Norway, Scotland, Ireland, Eastern Canada, Chile, and here in BC. They want you to think they have the problem handled, but they don't. I propose that all who care about wild salmon bear witness to what happens next. I will keep posting updates. Will Maui, Cermak, and Grieg suddenly get their lice under control in the next 4 weeks? Will the government of Canada care if they don't? Will wild salmon be lethally infected again this year? I first reported sea lice from salmon farms were killing wild salmon 21 years ago. But the really important difference this time is that all the salmon farm licenses in British Columbia will expire this summer, and the Minister of Fisheries will have to decide whether to renew these licenses or not. This is an aggressive industry. They hired a company to follow me in boats with blacked out windows. Who are you guys? Who are you? Why are you following me? What's the plan? The Minister of Fisheries will need to know we have her back. Write to her, Joyce Murray. She has heard from me, and she is hearing steadily from the industrial salmon farming industry. Wild salmon feed the trees, make the oxygen we breathe. We really cannot afford to lose them. Thank you.